stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence.
Good morning, Cavs. Today is Thursday, August 29th, 2024. I'm Christian Wages. We hope you had a great day yesterday, and welcome back to the show. The Media Center would like to help you boost your vocabulary power by sharing an ACT vocabulary word of the day. Today's word of the day is decentralized, which means to move away from an established main point. Coach Gray will hold a softball interest meeting on September 4th at 4 p.m. in the Ox Gym. If you have any questions, you can email her at coachgrade2022@yahoo.com. Boys basketball conditioning will meet in the Ox Gym today at 4:15 p.m., not at the track. Trivia. Come take part in the Magic and audition for PCA Dance's fall production, The Boy Who Lived in the Dance Room, during both first and second lunches tomorrow. Please wear dance clothes and be prepared to learn a movement phrase from the show. Today at 6:30 through 8:30 p.m., join the Magnet programs for a night of fun and the opportunity to bond with fellow Magnet students and families, teachers, and administrators. The cost is $8, which includes your skates. Also, Magnet students, mark your calendars for the Magnets Planning Day on Saturday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to noon. RNE-TV live reporter Jordan Williams sat down with our new principal, Dr. Marlon Thomas. In part one of a two-part conversation, the principal discusses his goals for the 2024-2025 school year.
Thank you, Christian. Hey, Cavs. Today I'm live in the studio with our principal, Dr. Thomas, to go over a few questions. So, how are you today?
Doing good. Thank you for asking.
Good. So, just to begin, where were you before you came here to RNE?
Okay, well, let me kind of give you the backdrop. I started my teaching career in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I taught at a middle school called Sullivan Middle School and taught there for 4 years and earned my master's at Winthrop University. And then I wanted to kind of move closer to home. Home would be Orangeburg. Columbia was close enough. Mm-hmm. So in 2003, I started my teaching career here at Richland Northeast, and I taught 2 years here before there was a science building. And then I became an AA here. And then after 3 years of serving here at Richland Northeast, I got a promotion to be an assistant principal at Blythewood Middle School. I served there for 7 years. Then I served 7 years as an assistant principal at Ridgeview High School. And then I got a promotion to be a principal at a small school in Darlington County called Lamar High School. So throughout my teaching career, or throughout my educational career, I was a middle school teacher, high school teacher, middle school assistant principal, high school assistant principal, and now I'm back at Richland Northeast as the proud principal.
Okay. And how has it been settling back into RNE?
This is home. So home is where the heart is, and my heart is definitely here. And I feel like it's an absolute blessing to be back home.
Got it. So I know Lamar has a smaller school population. How has it been adjusting to a larger school population?
Not a transition at all. Prior to coming to serving at Lamar, I was an assistant principal at Ridgeview with a very similar population to Richland Northeast. So it hasn't been a big adjustment at all. This is what I really am accustomed to.
Yeah. All right. So can you remind everybody what the phrase is for this year?
So Dr. Baron Davis said something in a meeting one time, and he said, leaders must create conditions where joy can reside. That really resonated with me, and I said that Richland Northeast will be a school where joy resides. So that is the motto that I will continuously talk about and recite, because I really want joy to reside at the school. And that's largely because growing up, I was the first child within my mother and father's marriage, but their marriage went through a lot of turmoil, so home wasn't like the best place. But I found like a refuge in school. I played baseball, basketball, chorus, like whatever activity there was in school, like I actively participated. So school was a hideaway. It was a getaway. And because I found refuge in school, I want Richland Northeast to be a safe place, and I want joy to reside here, so that even if you're dealing with things at home or in your personal lives, you can come to school and it could be a place of fulfillment.
Got you. Okay, so what changes do you plan to make at RNE?
Well, I'm going to build upon the reputation that we currently have, but there are some structures that needs to be put into place. There are some expectations and rules that we must follow. Let's get back to the dress code. Making sure that we don't deprive ourselves of an education, making sure that students are getting into class on a timely basis. I do have 11 priorities that we can kind of talk about in another interview, but there are 11 priorities, and a lot of them are centered around increasing our school report card rating, but in beefing up our student activities, making sure that there are clubs, activities, and things that our students can be a part of, because again, that was important to me. Yeah. I believe that those activities saved me. So I want them to be a refuge for our students. So getting back to the business of helping students become college and career ready, look, there's a huge world outside of this school, and I want students to be prepared for that world. And the only way they can is that they have some success in high school. So making sure that they're matriculating throughout their grades in a timely manner, making sure that we are preparing them for college if they want to go to college. We're preparing them for the workforce if that's what they desire, or even if they did decide to go to the military, that we're really preparing them for the walls outside of this building. That's what's important to me, because it would be a shame if you receive a high school diploma but we didn't do anything to prepare you for the next level. So when every student leaves this building, I want to make sure that they have a plan and they're on track for whatever they desire to do after high school.
Okay. And with these changes, how are you helping, or how do you plan on helping students deal with like such sudden change?
Well, I would hope that some of those changes wouldn't be sudden, but you know, I try to make myself accessible to students. Because a lot of students want to know, like, what are the changes, and I think they know what they are, but a lot of them need to know why, because that seems to be the big question. Why? The IDs, because it's for your safety purposes. We don't want students on this campus that don't supposed to be there. Why do we want students to get to class on time? We believe that if you can get to school and class on time, that one day you'll get to work on time. So a lot of these things that we're asking are very transferable. You have to wear an ID at most jobs. You have to get to school or work on time. So asking these things shouldn't really be a big change, but it is an expectation of mine. It is an expectation that students do their best. It is an expectation of mine that our teachers spend the time with kids to help them be successful. And even if that's outside the confines of the normal school day, if they want morning tutoring or afternoon tutoring, that this is a place where we can meet students' needs regardless of where they are. At the beginning of this school year, we talked about equity with our staff, and we define equity as meeting students where they are as they are. Some students come in and they're ready to go, and some students aren't. But regardless of where you come in, I want to make sure that our students' needs are met and that they're able to achieve a certain level of success at the school.
Gotcha. So, do you have any new plans to get more of the student body CCR, or what are your plans?
So I know that Dr. Barnes has been working very, very diligently on work-based learning, so we're going to continue that initiative. And also, many of our seniors pass 2 parts of their WIN, so we're going to be using something called WIN courseware to help beef up that last part so that they can pass their last part. We want to make sure that rigor is in the classroom so students are prepared for the academic challenging questions that's associated with ACT and SAT. There's a lot of work that has to roll out, but I do want students to become college and career ready. For one, what are we achieving if a student graduates but they haven't met one of the 8 or 9 indicators? So it's important that they hit that. But this is very individualized. Because some students may hit the indicators in college readiness, some may do career readiness, but wherever you are able to meet that indicator, we want to individually work with that student to make sure that they're hitting the mark, because it's important. You get a cord for your CCR, but also I just want to make sure that you're prepared for the world.
Thanks, Jordan. Well, that's all we have for today's show. I'm Christian Wages. Please take care of yourself and each other, and remember, it's a great day to be a Cavalier.